One time God told me about how essentially we're like coins, in that there's two sides. So maybe you have a particular like good thing about you, right? So just like the way when Adam and Eve were in the garden, like he was going to work, he would work, and it would be a joy, it would be a pleasure. But when sin entered in, God said that it's actually now cursed. You're going to work by the sweat of your brow. So there was another side added on. It wasn't just the beautiful side anymore. There was actually another part of it added on. And it's very much like a coin in that, I mean, in the UK, we have a heads and tails, you know, so we have the top part and the bottom part. And so there's attributes about myself that I would have. I would say that I am a caring, empathetic person, but that also has an underside where maybe you might fall into being, I could fall into being people pleaser, or being too sensitive. Um, and if you think about anything really, if you think about any sort of thing about yourself, any attribute, any quality, any sort of personality kind of trait, there's this beautiful part of it, and then there's the underside. And I'm trying to remember now what it was exactly he was telling me about this, because I felt like there was something in particular he was mentioning. I'm not too sure anymore. But yeah, just that there's an underside to things, you know. It's not necessarily all good or all bad. Usually the things are like intermingled and up and down, like a roundabouts, you know. So you might find that you are, let's say, really organizational, right? Maybe you're a perfectionist. Maybe you are brilliant at getting those little bits and aligning them all up in your life. Or, you know, it comes to doing something big and wonderful and you have everything organized down to a T. The sort of downside to that could be that you maybe struggle being obsessively over it, like it has to be perfect. Or yeah, yeah, that was pretty much just the random fact, was just how we are like coins, good, bad, all down to sin. Random thing from God. God bless.